flame up. Sit back and just look at the same cut. Let the face on the creepin' like came up.
By 9 and bitch, if it's the pick a chalk and fall in the night time, gotta get mine. Ain't taking the shirts of the lost inside of the phone. Call up my nigga, send that home, polishing the back 10 chrome. Got a dick we can hit, so bring your shit, cause once again it's on. To the zone with a flipper bird, my wig to the curb, so I'm swerving, roll out. To pick up the 666 thug and pile out the murder for robbing the dope house. Smoke up out the bay bomb so high, now coming to slay with 4 grenades and a gauge. I'ma play with till I'm fall in the grave and late. Filling in the dry lake, we spotted the place and quickly rolled up. Bulldozed to the living room, hopped out of the car and started to blow up. Fucking a kaboom, it blew all them bodies all over the room. Them doom, and gotta move fast, wide up, purple's coming. Snatch up me, yummy, so nigga don't think it's funny. I'm coming up quick and not quite, cause flesh be loving his money.
I'm giving up love to the hustlers, all them St. Cliff dusters, making that money, stand on your feet. And you better believe, gotta have that cheese for the green leaves, never catch me sleep. Steady on the grind, getting mine, stand down from a crime, and I hit up the 99. Giving up that yayo, making me say yo, 20s, nickels and dimes. Hit up a stick up and lick up that 211. Gotta get what's mine, been bailing. Me kicking up dust, I'm trailing, failing 1 and 7. That's how it is, and I got to have it, and then not quite. Mission to check a meal and still be real, thugging on the clock, like creeping on the come up. Won't sleep till I'm done up. Gotta blaze me blunt up, hunt up another plot and scheme. Gotta make some green consult, just nut up, what up. Gotta get that business on, even though the Buddha run me's done me feeling lovely, but I'm just in it for the love of the money. Gotta make that money, man. Money, man, it's still the same now. Gotta make that money, man. Money, man, it's still the same now. Gotta make that money, man. Money, man, it's still the same now. Gotta make that money, man. Money, man, it's still the same now.
Standing on the corner, straight slanging rocks. Oh shit, here comes a motherfucking cop. So I dash, I ducks and I hide behind a tree, making sure the motherfuckers don't see me. Now my fat sack of rocks, hell yeah, I stuffed them. Police on my drawers, I had to pause and yeah, it's still motherfucker. Now my game is tight, tight as fuck, it's my game. Easy motherfucking E.O. Eric Wright, it's all the same. Now niggas might trip on how I stacks my grip. I got to have it, bitch, for the love of this shit.
Been talking me thugs to thuggish ways. Up on my crime every time. Follow me down the 99 and you will find all the big kind. Check out the rips, the nails drop down. Run them up out of me hood red. Straight when I'm making me grip. With a big click, rollin' with bro flips. The thug I be. Put them in mud, buck them in pump blood. Got nothing to lose, bitch. You better respect rip. Or you best just check your slug. It's going down. Really pumping 3 rounds. Gonna win it, McCain. Blind, gotta make that money, man. It's still the same. Steady running things wild. In front of it now. While I take you up into a barrel of a gun. See, for the dub, you're done. For the bud, I run.
Nigga, up on my thing, up in this thug game. So people's been creeping, me crawling up on the mission. The back in the days when niggas was belling with solos and wanted to get paid. When I took my side, little nigga rip, step up on the mission for money. You give up the cash, so that was your ass. Cause me and my nigga was hungry. And bitch, if you're stolen, you might just catch one to the tempo and down bone. Raw dogging, some niggas just make this shit simple and run. To catch one nigga, me filling with bullets and temperament rivers. Remember me killer now. For money me dig ya, 6 feet in the ditch and get with you. Cause bitch you was sleeping, I'll get you and rip ya, then buck ya down. Steady rubbing the steel, they making a killing. Nigga drug dealing, needing a million. Hustling drugs where the thugs be chilling. For the money these niggas be selling. Off a nigga, where you find a nigga thugging off and breaking skulls. And when I stick you and flick you up in my right, get on my foot to love and more. Yeah, bone in the motherfucking house for the 9 quarts, nigga. Yeah, rolling with ruthless in this bitch. My nigga lazy bone, busy bone, wishbone, and flesh and bone. And I'm that nigga crazy bone in the motherfucking hell.
For the love of money. What it do? What it do?
This is Taco motherfucking Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Tuesday. This is your motherfucking man, Step Lover.
I'm Don Gotti Nash.
In this savage times. We back. We in the building, man. It's another beautiful Tuesday night. I don't know what camera to look at, but we got a whole bunch of them in this motherfucker. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to
YouTube and Facebook.
The 3 amigos.
Yeah. That's where you find us if you're
that's
looking for
where
us.
we at. And as always, you can call us up at 240-339.
5815.
You know.
And you should see that shit on the screen.
You should see it on the motherfucking screen.
So there ain't no excuses.
No
call
excuses. Call us up, say hello, talk some shit. We got Damn It Guy over here.
Damn It Guy.
He forgot to mention his other name.
Damn It Guy.
Damn It Guy. AKA Damn It Guy.
Damn It Guy.
Hey, listen here, man. We got a lot going on in today's world, society.
What's up, 4631?
Yeah. What's going on with you? How you feeling?
Good, man. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for checking us out tonight.
Fuck your opinion, the podcast.
Thanks
Taco
for joining
Tuesday.
us. It's the
It's
one
all
and
the
only.
same shit.
It's all the same shit. We here. It's the one and only, man. I had some people ask me the other day. They said, man, we went on YouTube, man, and looked y'all up, man. We love what you're doing. It was a couple other groups that had a little fuck you this, fuck you that.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody screaming fuck your opinion like we are. This is our thing. We love it, and we love y'all for sharing it and being a part of it.
Right.
So once again, on Tuesdays, the show's a little different than how we do things on Thursday.
Tuesday's supposed to be a little light.
It's a little light work we do. Keep you guys in the rotation.
Hold up, yo, Keisha is in
Oh,
the
girl,
building.
Keisha. That's our girl right there.
Hey, what's up, Keisha?
I love Keisha. Keisha, take your man, don't get mad by me telling her.
Oh yeah, she's talking about snapping fingers and shit
Keisha
last
whoop
week.
ass.
She's talking about twisting fingers and shit
Keisha
last week.
Fuck niggas up. Keisha will whoop your ass. She'll probably whoop you, goddamn it, man.
Keisha, you know where we be at.
You know what I'm saying? She'll probably.
She know what it is.
It's all love. It's all love. So yeah, we came in to the mighty Bone Thugs and Harmony, which I believe this was their debut album, correct?
This actually was the EP. It actually wasn't an album, but they had an album that this is like first major release.
Their first major release.
Say first major because they had another album that came out
Did
before
they?
this, but they were just called Bone Enterprise. I actually heard that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
But it was independent.
I'm about to say I never heard of them until
that shit actually on the I mean, you can actually stream it now. Like I streamed it. Like I listened to that shit like it's you can hear the younger on the joint. So it's probably like a year before this joint.
Okay.
But it's called Faces of Death, Bone Enterprise, and that's before they put the Thugs and Harmony on the name. I think they had a song on there called Thugs and Harmony.
Because their first single was Crossroads, correct?
Nah, Thuggish Rugged Bone.
Thuggish Rugged Bone. Yeah, I'm sure.
So yeah, this was the EP, man. This was like a 6-track EP. and it's released June 21st, 1994.
All right. So
It went 4 times platinum.
right around this time.
Because
And,
Easy was releasing EPs around that time. Because he released a couple of EPs.
He's the one that signed them and
Yep.
basically put them on, discovered them. You might as well say to the, hip hop nation, and I mean, they took off.
Oh yeah, they was big.
What's going on, Miss Margaret Nash? How you doing, Grandma? Tell Pops we hope he's feeling better. He's in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, I talked to him
You
earlier.
talked to him earlier?
Yeah,
He a soldier.
he was
man.
under that medicine, but yeah,
He's soldier.
yeah. I talked to him the other day, man. He sounded like he needed.
I ain't talking Pops.
He's a soldier, man. He gonna be alright, man. He a Nash.
Yeah, we love you,
We
granddad.
love you. It's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? Never the G thing.
So yeah, Easy.
Creeping on the come up.
Yeah, cause they say because they went to find Easy to get signed and shit. They went to find him or something, and it came out. That's how the story was told. Man, it's like a pretty good
They
story.
gotta do a movie on them.
Oh, they said they doing one. I mean, cause you get busy like motherfucking David Ruffin.
Yeah.
Busy-
Okay, so speaking of that, so that was going to be one of my first questions. This question, because we have a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony fans. Who was your favorite Bone member in the group?
Favorite Bone member? Me?
Keisha.
Me?
Who's your favorite Keisha?
You don't know Bone, man.
Keisha. If you're a Bone fan, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite MC?
Who
Your
got
favorite?
Bone?
Bone Thug and Harmony person. Mine off the break is motherfucking Busy.
Yeah, I probably
Busy.
I would go with Busy.
Busy was my favorite.
That was also
He
my
had the
favorite.
fast,
He had that fat. Yeah, his shit was just different. And then he
It
just
was
like
different.
he added a different.
But it was fast, but you can understand it. That was the shit right there. Like,
He was one of the fastest MCs. I would have to put him up with because I think Twister's number one.
Him and Twister actually did a track together.
They did.
That motherfucker was
They
fire.
did. Cause and I think Twister, Mystical, and Busy did a joint. I'm pretty sure they did it.
If they did, I had to go back. She said Busy. Keisha said, damn, I can't even say it. Keisha said Busy.
That's our girl. That's my girl.
Yeah, I'm busy too, man. Who
Yeah,
you
Busy.
got busy?
That fast, man, that shit.
Well, I like
Crazy Bone.
Crazy Bone.
Crazy was cold too.
Crazy was cold as a motherfucker.
Yeah, Crazy was probably the.
Now,
gonna
which
be
one
next.
of the dudes went to jail for shooting the
That was
motherfucker?
Flash,
Flesh and Bone.
Yeah.
Flesh and Bone. And he was, I think him and Lazy Brothers. Yeah, him and Lazy Brothers.
Okay, so it was Lazy, Crazy, Busy,
Wish.
And which
Wishbone.
I actually went to a Bone show, man.
Did
Had
you?
a great motherfucking time.
I
I went to
one in,
we
Howard.
was planning it together. All of us supposed to go.
I went to Howard Theater with my wife, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, we had a great motherfucking time.
My-
and the funny thing about it, it wasn't even all Bone. It was Wish, Flesh, and Lazy. That's it.
Yeah, it was Busy a while
It
ago.
was Busy and Crazy wasn't there, but had a good motherfucking time, man. Like that's one of my best. And then at the Howard joint is close. You close up, yeah.
You already right there on stage.
And my wife got on stage at the end, man, because they
Not fair.
They do some shit. They do some shit at the end of their show where like I think Wish be like DJ and shit. The shit just hype, and they just people was getting on stage and that shit was on. Cause I actually took like a picture and it looked like Lazy in the picture with my wife and shit. And he doing some shit, but it looked like he fucking with her in the show. But yeah, that shit is dope.
Yeah, now my son's mother, AJ's mom's a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. She been racking their shows, smoke with them. Like they some real good dudes, you know what I mean? Real down to earth.
Yeah, they was smoking like a motherfucker too.
They do whatever they shows, man, and I've always had the utmost respect for Bone Thugs and Harmony. I just really think that I feel like they were a little bit before their time.
Definitely.
Because basically, motherfuckers singing and shit now. That was
Yeah.
different. But see, that's the thing about back in the day. You had different lanes, man.
We got a phone call or is that a studio call?
That's a phone.
I think he's getting called from McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's calling this nigga.
But back in the day, that used to have different lanes, man. And you know, you had your fast shit, you had your West Coast shit, you had your backpack hip hop, you had your street New York street hip hop. Like it was so many different lanes, man. Midwest, which actually the Midwest was kind of it was spit like the faster rhymes. Like most of the Midwest rappers would just spit fast. Crucial Conflict.
Yeah. Smoking on, hey.
And even though 666, 3 6 Mafia, they was like they was down south, but they was spit fast too. They actually was beefing Bone on 3 6. They was actually beefing. He actually took a shot at him on one of their songs. One of them songs. He said 666. You probably if you went to on one of the Jones I just played,
really?
Crazy just he just took a shot at him.
They
was beefing.
Around
Yeah,
this time?
they was beefing. Yeah, they was beefing.
I never knew that. Never knew that.
Yeah.
I've never. Let me
I mean, they good now, but
let me tell you. We were talking about this at the. Real quick. I hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day. How was Father's Day?
oh, it was great, man.
Everybody, Instagram, Father's Day. I hope y'all had an amazing Father's Day. Facebook, YouTube. We had a cookout at my crib. Shout out to everybody who came through, man. We had an amazing time. But one of our favorites. Here we go.
Hey, man.
Here we go.
I had to do the shit.
We had to let it happen. It had to happen. One of our favorite guests in Motor Mafia, she is our favorite 6, was cranking 3 6 Mafia on the Pandora mix, And I mentioned to her, I said, I've never really been a big 3 6 fan. Not until after I watched Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
Hustle and Flow, my man,
Whoop that trick. That's him. That's his beats.
That was his beats.
But what you also realize about 3 6 Mafia is they actually the new music is they shit. It's their beats. Like a lot of the newer shit. It's their beats, not the more singy shit, but before this, like their beats was like
I mean, and it's like I said,
like their beats was ahead.
I would never take nothing away from 3 6. I have the utmost respect for them because I love music. I used to be a rapper, singer. We got the independent record labels. I love that shit. They never really appealed to me, and I think it's because I was more of a lyrical dude. I like the wordplay from my artists. And to me, their wordplay was not great. Their beats was phenomenal.
Their beats, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what got, and that's how I got on them. I actually wasn't on them like that either. Then, like the beats was just like, God,
their beats was cranking. I'm talking about
like I was listening to their old shit, and I was happening to listen to the shit where they was dissing Bone. They got a song, they got a song where they dissing Bone. It's like a little EP they put out, and they dissing Bone. And
I never knew that. What the hell was the beef? Yeah, what was the beef? I mean.
I forgot what the beef was about, man. It just was I think they say they were still in their style. It's something about them saying that they originated the style. So it's kind of like
the 3 Bone was still in their style.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Because they look totally different to me.
Yeah, but the way they was rapping. And matter of fact, man, we're gonna close. We'll close out on the Joan. We'll close out on the 3 6.
But I'm confused because.
No, they rap fast. Because they got different motherfuckers that rap, and some of them rap fast. It's different. That's where it was coming from. The flow is kind of
because I was getting ready to say I have Bone Thugs and Harmony in my top 5
and they wasn't
groups
singing
of all time.
Yeah, most definitely.
I can't put 3 6 Mafia in the top 10. Not even in the top 10.
Off the top of my head right now, I can't even think of a 3 6 Mafia song. I was
Come
not
on.
a fan.
Damn it, guy.
I was not
Damn
a fan.
it.
I was not a fan.
Yeah.
I was in middle school when everybody.
Damn it, guy.
Everybody used to wear the little 3 6 Mafia shirts. I hated that shit.
Come on, man. I mean, like I said, I was
Juicy
not.
J got bars.
I don't know about that.
I mean, shit, he got some records. His single jokes, he got some stuff.
He got some shit, but you said he has bars.
He got better.
I'm
talking about the new guy.
But I think he might have got ghostwriter. I think he might have.
Yeah, you think so?
I think it's and he wasn't. I mean, honestly, even listen to.
He ain't no lyrical rapper, but he's definitely been spitting some stuff on his probably like 2.
But you can't have everybody. You know what I'm saying? When you with rap, you can't have everybody lyrical. You can't have. You gotta have some of that South shit. You gotta have some of that West Coast shit. You want your lyrical shit too. You know
what I was getting at was, I can't even understand how 3 6 Mafia could say something about what's going on, Sherrera, Christopher. We trippy, man. All right. I can't even
but think about
understand how 3 6 Mafia could say that you know.
So you don't think they in the race with Bone?
Hell no. Especially lyrical wise.
Yeah, but it's not even the lyrical part because they got rappers that, like I said, it's rappers that rap fast that's in 3 6 Mafia, and on top of that, the 666 and all that shit, the devil shit. So they kind of was like, yeah, like Mr. Ouija. Tell me my future.
Yeah, I mean,
so
they were so different to me. They're different style.
But that's even it was. I'm not gonna say it was completely different because they used to rhyme like they had some people that rhyme like that too. That's what I'm saying. So
is there anybody out there that thinks 3 6 Mafia was better than Bone Thugs?
I don't think they was better than them. But
definitely wasn't better than them.
No, because there is some 3 6 Mafia fans.
It's a lot of them.
That's a lot of 3
But
6
they
Mafia.
But they beats was hard as a motherfucker.
They always
beats
hard.
Yeah.
Crack, nigga.
Always
So, they beats was crack. All right, so who's your best? What is your favorite Bone Thugs and Harmony song?
Crossroads.
I'm gonna tell you, I like the I like the first Crossroad joke. Remember the joke that was on the it was on the second on their second album, East 1999. They had another version of the Crossroads. That was probably one of my favorite. You remember that joke?
I mean, I remember the one Crossroad. Me at
The reason I like Crossroads.
Remember the joke? It said, how did Joan go? Even though you gone,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
nothing,
Okay.
bomb.
And then you see,
so.
Somebody played that.
Yeah,
that Skeet funeral. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. That's one.
That's
That one
reminds me of
on
Skeet.
that one on the original or the other joke.
The Crossroads song in general.
No, the original was played at Ski Funeral.
Yeah, I
Rest in
remember
peace, big bro. So yeah, I mean, anytime that was one of the songs. Everybody was passing away. Crossroads is something that is just monumental. It's probably it's got to be one of the biggest singles in history. It has to be one of them.
Yeah,
We had to look that up.
we have to do some research on that, but
It's no way in the world that joint didn't go a couple times platinum.
it definitely did.
Just single wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was definitely But yeah, shout out to Bone Thugs.
Shout out to Bone, man. What's your favorite Bone album?
My favorite Bone album is East 99.
Yeah, that's my favorite jump.
East 99
Yeah.
is the shit. Now I
like that.
I like
and I like World War. What's the World War?
World War. That was with Tupac when they had Tupac on the
Yeah,
joint.
I like the double album jump.
Alright, so
Another album, yeah.
let me ask y'all this.
I know where you
You
going.
know where I'm about to go.
Hey, here we go. Hey, yeah, this is a good question actually.
Good question. Because we got our Biggie fans, we got our Pac fans. Better collaboration, Bone Thugs and Biggie, Bone Thugs and Pac.
Yeah. Yeah. What y'all got, man? Hey, what y'all got?
What
I
y'all
gotta
got?
play those right quick. Cause
What
that,
y'all
I
got?
might give us a sample of that.
That one little simple man.
Man, listen.
Hey, that Tupac was big. The Tupac joint was my shit.
Oh, the Tupac.
Yeah. What y'all got?
Listen.
Hey.
Let's not get it twisted, all right?
I know Biggie your man and all, but
Oh, no, you already know that. But the Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony is one of my favorite songs
yes,
ever.
most definitely.
However, the fact that Biggie went and flowed like these niggas, came off the top, and gave it to you just like they give their metaphors.
We doing this shit from Cleveland to LA, nigga. Whatever you niggas bring me a drink. What time is it? I don't give a fuck where you lay at, nigga. It's time to slay these bitch man niggas. They ain't even know what type of niggas we is.
Phone
My
call,
time's
nigga.
at. Both I know you niggas been waiting for this for a long time. Well, here it is, nigga. Here it is. What you gonna do?
Well, I must be close to the Armageddon, Lord. Know that I won't fly by that lesson. Who taught me to put on my west and you brought me. And I'm stressing and softly. Get them about me, cause always one of us home and been born. If you're out of my ghetto, I won't settle. Get on my little ain't stop me and pop me, nigga. That got me fucked no. Little pockets schizophrenic. Let's manage the damage, I am. Talk about to make you feel. I really wanna get the corner and I want it enough to jump. I gotta set a peak and I should have went down. So quick to tap. Well, yes,
Got busy on this and on the big jump. He went over the big jump.
Pulling out a pistol, little nigga with my fucking niggas is on. Oh, your club is singing the bitch to the test me, bless the floor, and the nigga attempt to arrest me, stress me, Lord. Looking to death with the last of my breath, fall up on my kids, but don't see it in my death. Yes, I'm living this gap with the best of my secrets, even the leaves of my love, nigga, believe it, I can see it if needed, and if you really want me, it wouldn't let it be a difference, everybody in the world.
What's poppin', nigga? Yeah. Put your motherfucking hands on your strap, nigga. Yeah, we can do this like gangsters and slug it out. We can do this like punks and punkin' out. Pull your strap on me, nigga. baby. I probably be punished for hard living. But on to the facts, thugs is convicts in God's prison. Hands on the strap, praying so Father, please forgive me. Police be rushing when they see me. I flaunt it, America's most wanted. Live on TV like pleasure and pain. Stuck in this game, holler my name. We all gon' die, we bleed through similar veins. Please explain to me now, don't panic when my guns burst. Heard the last jam, nigga, this one's worse. My nigga Bone held the throne till I came home. Thug love player, tell these bitch niggas bring it home. I caught a plane out to Cleveland late last evening to help my niggas clean up some niggas no longer breathing. Damn, who do you believe in? Hit the weed and breathe. It's a cold ass world, niggas. Kill in your sleeve. Watch me until they stop me, bury, murder me or drop me. I got thug love for my nation while I pop and feel me. You gotta go to the next one. You gotta go there. Now listen, that shit was fire.
I put take two in first. This is what I heard first. Fuck me up. I probably came straight to your ass when I heard that.
Armed and dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up, we no angel us. Label us notorious. Thug ass niggas that love to bust. It's strange to us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling up restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and oxygen. So much smoke, need oxygen. Steadily counting Benjamins. Nigga, you should too if you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef, but you know who? Fuck a few female stars or two. Then I'm blue like niggas blue like Mike. Shit, now we fuck with. But fuck better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love about shit. Fuck the luck shit, strictly aim. No aspirations to take the game. Spit your game, talk your shit. Grab your gap, pull your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got to like one. All them niggas, I got to fight one. All them hoes, I got to like one. Our situation is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Seems to me that you take me. Rolling big nigga, that's on me. I'ma tell you like a nigga told me. Pass through everything around me. Shit, literally, niggas here see me. Fuck it, buy the go, cut it. Know the bitch before you call yourself numbing it. Nigga with a bench pocket it. Doesn't it seem on you? Big come through with mouths and grooves. Good fellas down to the most of dudes. Who's the killer? Me or you?
Oh, you better get
Watch it. Nigga, Mr. Clean, make it clean. Deep in my temple and I do get sentimentally stained with my instrumentality and heated, especially for your team in the 45 and D will be in between the scenes. Destroy your dreams, you willing to die? We'll see. How many feet when it comes to see we mean more. Trying to be perfect, disciples with its survival tongue of a double-edged triple six rivals spitting fire. It's the real true bitch, breaking out for lies. My messiahs better be ready for Armageddon. Shit 6'5" is wild. Bless the child, the whatever game I'm there. Put in positions over the bed. All that I had to do was stare. Test me now. Contend never else I run. I'm not got time. Pick up my pen in my hand. None of my trusted friend. Hey, open the lid, see it for real. We all suited, beg my pardon in the morning. Maybe we ain't marching, we shooting and then recruiting. There's a ball. Every day in the ghetto, we start them up there and hit them a ball and a pen and pad to hit the devil. Kick it.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I might go to Biggie.
So listen.
Hey, fuck the rules podcast. We trying to figure out what you got, man. We got Bone and Biggie, Notorious Thugs, or Tupac Thug Love. What you think is the better song?
Oh man.
What you got, man?
That was hard, man. Yeah. So listen, let me sum this up real quick, because we just went through Thug Love. That was the name of
Keisha got Bone and Biggie.
Yeah. Keisha's amazing, man. I just love her all the way around. She's just dope as fuck, right? So this is how I'm gonna decide it, because I'm sitting here rapping with my man Christopher Crespo. He's a milestone follower as well. And he said, which one do I have, right? So I'm going to just judge it by this. I'm going to judge it by Biggie and Busy's verse against Pac and Busy's verse. Because Busy murdered the shit out of both them joints. I think Biggie's, I don't know which one.
Biggie verse on Pac was better.
I think
Biggie joke is better overall.
I think the Busy on the Pac.
On the Pac was very high.
He just went. He
high.
zoned out on the Biggie joke too, but I think he just.
I think he was filling that with a little bit.
He put that joint like he went over 100 and he just
listen
like the gas just didn't stop at all.
I don't know which verse. I don't know which one Busy went hard on because he demolished both songs, right?
Right.
But when you combine Biggie shit and then it was followed up by Busy, that motherfucking formula. I mean. If you were Eazy-E, well, Eazy was dead by this time.
Yeah, he died.
If you were Puff Daddy and you were hearing Biggie and then Busy go from one verse to another verse, you had to have been saying, oh man, these two motherfuckers on the same, they can do an album, they could have did an album, dog, that would have been, it would have been one of the greatest albums ever.
But I think
Robbery Weekend
he
was
stepped
good.
out of the box when he did that, John.
Big stepped out of his box.
Pac stayed in the box with him.
Pac, listen. Pac did what he did best, man.
Yeah.
He just stayed in his lane.
He stayed in his lane.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, because back in them days, artists really didn't jump out of their box. They didn't step out of the lanes that they had already created because their lanes were so fucking amazing. Okay? So when Biggie did what he did on that track, bro, nobody had ever did it. Nobody had ever took and brought in a guest to come get on their shit and say, you know what? I'm going to do it like they do it.
Right.
And I remember when he first got the CD. Tape. We was living in Spartanburg, Draper line on motherfucking day DLP for life. He brought that thing to me and I had already had it. And I was going through the motherfucking motions with the tape. It was so amazing. I have to give it to Biggie and Bone.
I'm boning Biggie on that one.
I'm boning Biggie on that one because, and I'm just gonna go with the fact that Busy and Biggie,
they went back.
That was two of the dopest verses ever known to
that's why I said
hip hop.
To it again.
I mean, shit. What we got over the Instagram?
What's up, A. Jerome? Hey, if y'all just tuning in, we asked the question: would you prefer the Biggie and Notorious Thugs, or what's the other song? Thug Love with Tupac.
Thug Love, Tupac, and the
So which one y'all prefer? Y'all prefer Notorious Thugs or Thug Love with Tupac? Which one?
Because we're of course
we're trying to figure out. Yeah, which one?
On Taco Tuesday we give shout outs to artists, groups. Today's was Bone Thugs and Harmony. They came out with 6/21/1994 with Creepin on the Come Up,
which was an EP. Actually,
which was an EP. And we asked the question: out of the Bone Thugs and Harmony group, who was your favorite Bone Thugs member? Ours was Busy.
Yeah, we kind of like
the fast metaphors. Busy was just phenomenal. I'm gonna be real with it. His solo joint was fire too. When Thugs Cry, we might have go out on that because that thing was just. This is what it sounds like. Yeah. I mean, listen. So I asked the question. I said, so look, who had the better song? Was it Biggie and Bones, Tupac and Bone? Bone Thugs and Harmony were blessed to work with two of the greatest motherfuckers in rap history.
And Eazy-E.
And Eazy-E. God, listen. So
if I'm tripping, they might have got on with Pun too. I think or might have been Crazy. One of them got a little. Yeah, somebody got down with Pun because I think it might have been Crazy because Crazy was on Loud Records too.
Listen, so these dudes was fortunate enough to be on scene with three of the rap guys. Eazy was a rap god. Biggie was a rap god, Tupac was a rap god, and we asked the question: who do y'all think was the better one? Was Biggie and Tupac? I'm sorry, Bone and Tupac, or Biggie and my in the refrigerator? Grab me one. or Biggie and Bone, man. Everybody on the table up here said Biggie. Like I said, the fact that Biggie spit with Bone Thugs, you know.
I mean, that's the difference of why I picked.
Me too. Without a doubt.
Pac stayed in his lane.
Because this is the first.
Pac reminded me of motherfucker. He was just side talking his verse.
Yeah.
He just hyping the ball.
It was a typical Pac joke.
Yeah.
You know, he talking little shit.
Thank you, young brother. Say hi. Say hi to everybody, man. You want to say hi? Shout it out. Yeah, we got children in the studio. Nah, bro, this is a open water. I got some new ones in the bag. This dude done brought me some else water.
Young damn it guy.
That's young daddy guy. My man say, who style comes similar to Bone Thugs nowadays? What you think? Hey, real quick, because Christopher Crespo makes a good fucking question. This is a great question. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Whose style in the rap game now puts you in mind of the Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I think.
They say to me,
I think the whole game do.
Yeah, but if I say,
I'm talking about, I think the whole game because of how they rap now. Everybody sing.
You know what? I'm not.
So I
if you look at it from the singing part,
I think everybody is melodic. I think the game is more melodic, but yeah, it's because I wouldn't say the Migos as far as spitting.
I can't say the Migos.
That's what it was probably like 2 years ago. Everybody saying
what's the dude? The Will dude? What's the Joyner Lucas or something? Somebody like
Joyner Lucas.
It had to be somebody. I mean, it ain't no group that I can't say.
There's not one. I don't think there's one particular group that puts me in mind of Bone Thugs, but we can single out different rappers that if we were to put a couple. All right, let me just throw them out there. And we were to throw Kendrick Lamar, Joyner Lucas, Eminem. Oh, well, yeah, but Eminem's a rap guy. We can't put him in a group. Yeah. Nobody. He's a rap guy. If we were to put Joyner Lucas, Kendrick Lamar, Tech Nine, and give us one more because Bone was 4 members, right?
5.
Yeah, I don't think there's one group though that kind of puts me in the mind.
Yeah, it's no group. It's no group. Definitely no group right now.
Bone Thugs and Harmony was just so great that to me they said that's why I was kind of amazed when Gotti told me that back in the day 3 6 Mafia was beefing with Bone and Bone was beefing with 3 6 Mafia. I never knew that.
Yeah, they was beefing.
And 3 6 said that they stole their style and some of the way they rap. To me, Bone Thugs' lyrical wordplay and their lyrical, the way that they spit was just on such a higher level than 3 6. Not to take away anything from 3 6. I am now at an older age. I'm 41. I now am a fan of 3 6 Mafia. Back in my 25, 30 years old of age, I didn't fuck with them at all. I was like, yo, these are bubblegum rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got their own feel. Everybody love what they love, man. I just this wasn't my thing, man. But
Keisha said nobody. She said nobody.
Damn it, Keisha. I like Keisha. She just keeps getting better and better with these answers, man.
She said nobody.
Keisha, when you coming on the show, Keisha?
Yeah, Keisha, when you gonna come?
We gotta fly you up or what? Is she here?
She in the DMV.
You're in the DMV, Keisha. Don't tell nobody where you at. But you gotta come on the show.
Yeah, Keisha, you got the open invite. So yeah,
you got the open invite, girl. You can bring your man with you, your husband, whatever. It's all great. We love everybody.
Who you gonna bring with you, Keisha? Put you on the spot.
Twisting fingers and shit.
Right, you can't be beating up nobody in front of us though. Keisha. Whooping niggas and shit.
Said break them damn fingers.
I'm gonna break fingers and shit.
She said some shit. That shit was crazy.
Right, whooping niggas and shit. Yeah, man. A big shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony, man, for being a fucking great rap group. If you ever get a chance, if they ever come in your town, go see them.
Hey, great show. I was gonna catch them the last time.
Let's go see them. P.Y.O.'s gonna fuck your opinion boys will be at the next one because we fucked around me and Gotti. We missed the last No Limit tour. We missed that, and my baby mom, summer mother, she told me that thing was phenomenal.
I wasn't doing No Limit either until Mystical.
You know what?
But when I go back and I start listening to some of that shit's pretty good, man.
Uncle Lo got me hooked.
Although when I be talking shit about your man, I think Silk one of the wackest rappers ever, man.
Didn't he have a birthday?
Happy birthday to Silk.
Happy birthday to Silk, man. One of the wackest rappers known to rap.
Fucked up. I miss my homies. He fucked that song.
Oh, he fucked that. He's so off beat.
My fault. 5, 6.
Oh man.
it's like he's trying to catch the beat and he just never.
It's like you know what we need to do. We need to do. I want to know how many albums he sold.
He sold records.
Yeah,
Cause
the females was fucking.
He's part of the movement.
It's like Master P was a marketing fucking genius.
And my man Greg, you know, my man Dindy Boy, he was riding for Silk.
No.
Yeah, he was riding for him.
Greg don't love Silk.
Yeah, he was riding for him because I told him he was whack.
Shocker.
He's putting up. I just said he just couldn't catch the beat.
You remember when he was on Monica? I'm not Monica. Maya's joint.
The movie?
No, the single.
Yeah, he just man.
He was on that the joint that Maya had. You know, Maya's from PG County, a Maryland girl, and Silk the Shocker was on there as a guest, and I was like, why the fuck is Silk the Shocker on her shit? Like,
she said next time I'm there, shut up, Savage. She told you shut up, but yeah.
Silk the Shocker, man. Silk.
I fuck with Silk back in the day.
I ain't never fuck with Silk. Silk was hard. I like See Murder.
The first dude that brought me in was Mystical. I was just because I used to like because I always like different type
Mystical
rappers.
was a fast spitter too.
Oh yeah, that's why I say Mystical, Busy, Twister. You know,
you forget Buster.
Buster,
yeah.
But you know,
see, I like those type of. I like and Mystical was like he was actually rapping. He was like, damn, he actually stood out. I mean, Silk was so bad, man.
He was bad.
P was sounded like sounded like Rakim, man.
Listen,
he had P sounded like he was motherfucking Rakim. I was like, God damn.
We can do a whole podcast on how bad Silk the Shocker.
I was like, damn, P don't sound
and
bad at all.
Maybe Silk will come on our podcast and justify. I guess. Listen, he made money, so
I think he got some recent shit out.
I hope not.
He put out some shit.
Recent.
He put out an album like a year ago.
Yeah, better. Did he get better?
I don't think he off beat anymore, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think maybe he was doing that shit on purpose, but that shit was just off, man. It just fucked me up.
Maybe it was a gimmick with Silk the Shocker. Maybe it was one of the things. No, it was one of the things where they said, look, if this nigga can rap, anybody can rap, because he was just bad. He wasn't really a real bad actor.
Shit.
Yeah,
Hot Boys. Hot Boys.
Damn.
That was my movie though, boy.
That was a horrible movie.
Hey, you see that video though where the dude was he was commentating his own fight?
No.
Yeah,
he was getting jumped in New York.
Cause he started off like this, and then he's like, I wonder why.
And somebody was like, man, I had titties and everything.
Yeah,
you know
he said that.
He said, but I was
bobbing and weaving. He tried to get that shit was funny. That shit funny.
Like he literally, it was in, I don't know if it was in New York or Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey or something. Yeah,
but he was literally fighting the whole hood.
Yeah, he was,
and he was whopping niggas.
Yeah, he was
whopping them. Whatever that hood is, y'all need to send y'all homies to boxing players.
And he was trying to get out of that joint.
He was trying to get the fuck.
I mean, he was missing, but yeah.
But he was holding his own.
But he narrating the whole joke though. Cause you know how the movie start where they like, you wonder how I got this shit.
And then it was like,
yeah.
And then he paused his one face. And he was like, and at this moment, I knew I had to get the fuck out of here.
I'm about to watch that.
Yeah, because he got back to that moment where the video started. He finally got to that point, and he's like, "Yep, this is how I got here."
Then he was like,
"This is how I know I had to get the fuck out of here."
I had my titties all hanging out. I got titties. Like, what the fuck? Oh man, yeah.
Somebody hit his girl.
Yeah, right. He come to somebody hood mag and somebody hit his girl and shit. You know how niggas do, man. Hey, so yeah, what you got next for us, Gotti, man? Let's keep it moving. Man.
Also, man, 6/23, 1989. Batman was released,
Damn,
which is actually today. He was born, so that was 30. So that was 31 years ago, man. 31.
Wasn't even born.
31 years
I
ago. I thought you seen the joint with Jack Nicklaus, man.
I seen some videos of that.
Oh.
I went and looked at it. I didn't remember no.
Damn it, man.
Damn it, guy.
Did not see that.
This nigga has not seen the original Batman.
I wasn't a big Batman fan.
Oh. Man,
it is. He always do it. He always say he would.
You dig holes for yourself, man. We about listen.
Real, man.
Listen, I know, but you know what I realized today when I was in my room thinking about you, because I was thinking to myself, like, you know what, we gotta help him out on the podcast. And then I thought about the name Savage Taz, and I said to myself, you know, we just gotta take away the name Savage. Taz. We're just gonna get your name.
Savage is embedded on me.
No, we're gonna get that erased. We're gonna get that erased. You're definitely not a savage.
So this movie.
Taz. Yeah.
Yeah, so this movie, this the one with Jack Nicholson. Was the Jack
Joker,
Nicholson?
the
Jack
greatest
Nicholson.
Joker of all time. Some would dispute and say that
I got Heath, man.
Heath Ledger. How you gonna say yeah?
You haven't seen it?
You haven't even seen it.
Come on, the Heath is the one that had died, right?
Yeah.
I seen that one.
So how you gonna say that's the best one?
Hey,
when you
Jack
don't see
Jones.
But he got stuck in. I don't know Jack. I ain't seen him. I don't know.
So you
character
can't.
there.
You got
Damn
no
it,
dog.
God.
You got
That
no-
last one, if you top that, then you one hell of a motherfucking
Dog.
actor.
His Joker was good. His Joker was
Listen,
good.
bro. We're talking about Jack fucking Nicholas. Okay.
Yeah,
He was not only good at the Joker. He was fucking phenomenal as the Joker.
Yeah, he had the mean
So,
streak, and then he had
Look, you can say Heath was a better Joker, but bro, it was hard. You gotta watch that Joker. That Joker was phenomenal. It was monumental. And I'm sorry, I think that Joker stands out to me.
So you like the Jack? You like the Jack better than the Heath?
I like the Jack because this was the difference. The Heath Joker was more, was more dark. It was more. It wasn't funny. And see, I understand it was the Dark Knight. So we're talking about two different timelines, two different Batman. I know people out there like, what the fuck is he talking about? Batman had different timelines, y'all. Okay, you had the Dark Knight, which was a dark, raspy Batman. The nigga was not, he was not humorous. He was real pale and shit. He didn't go to the beach. He didn't do anything. He was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Ted loved that nigga.
I like him though.
The Dark Knight was the best, man.
I think the Dark Knight series was the best.
It was
best
one
Batman.
of the best, but he wasn't the best Batman.
You like Keaton better?
No,
Who you like?
I don't know. I just don't like the motherfucking Dark Knight Batman. I like Ben Affleck.
I would have loved. Nah.
I like Ben
I
Affleck.
wish they would. I wish they could have convinced my man to just be Batman, man. Like I think that would have been good if they would have convinced him to
I
be
didn't
Batman.
like him as Batman, bro.
I didn't like Ben as Batman,
I
man.
didn't like the nigga.
Why you didn't like Batman?
I know. What was y'all problem with Ben?
I don't know. He just wasn't Batman. I mean,
He had the
Was he
gray
too
hair.
stiff or something?
I think he was too old.
strong.
I think he started too old. Maybe if
that's what they went. They went for the older Batman.
maybe if he would have got to that point, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they did him a little earlier. But I think he was too old to be Batman because you already knew the end was coming at some point, and then they got him out of there. I mean, the dude they got now, hopefully he younger.
Yeah.
He's a younger guy, and I mean,
I'm rooting for this guy. For those that don't know, my man that played in the Vampire joint,
Moonlight.
where the nigga's skin turned crystally.
What's the name of the movie? What's the name of the Twilight. Yeah, I knew it was
The
like
real
something.
pale ass white boy that played in Twilight. You had Team Jacob and Team Edward, right? Yeah.
I'm kind of mad they cut that off.
Hey,
That was
guess what though?
they ain't coming out with another one.
I ain't never seen none of them Jones shows.
Oh, damn it, Don. Damn it,
I never
Don.
seen them Jones show. I seen a piece of it, but I just wasn't
You never
interested.
seen a
You know, I didn't see.
I just
Twilight
wasn't
until,
interested.
What is 3 of them? Until after the second one, and I sat down and watched the whole.
Yeah, I just wasn't
see,
interested, man. I kind of at that point.
Let me ask you this: has your wife seen any of them?
No,
I know.
she would have to see that shit because I.
Listen, I don't see Farrah watching a little white girl movie about.
Hey, I have to go solo on Farrah because Farrah don't like a lot of shit I like, so I had to go solo on it.
Get your just roll out, do your own thing.
I put that shit on. I'll go solo and watch some different shit.
You gotta check Twilight.
she
You
don't
gotta
like-
watch Twilight, bro. You gotta watch Twilight.
No,
Yeah,
I'm good. That shit ain't. I'm just not even interested in the movie.
vampire thing.
I like the vampire thing. I just don't like.
What threw me off at first is probably the same thing with you.
It's the
is
people.
Big ass wolves.
It was different, man.
It was definitely different. If you actually watch it, that shit actually good.
It's probably the actors that was in it
I
that
definitely
kind of
lost-
threw me off.
I definitely lost some of my thug points, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's probably the actors that threw me off. I just needed. I might have needed to see a little more color, man, or something, man. I probably would have
There was a
been.
bunch of Indians in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
They
You know what? I seen some of it though, because I remember the dude. I remember one of the dudes.
The young boy.
I remember one of them that was
He
like.
tried his little solo career. It didn't really do well. Jacob, the wolf nigga.
Yeah.
But I wasn't overall. I still wasn't interested.
All right, so back to Batman and one thing about our show, y'all. We gonna go left, we gonna go right. You eventually come back to the fucking middle. This is something we do. So yeah, Batman came out 6/23/1989.
Hold on, man. And before we get back to the Batman, Keisha said I couldn't get into it. I tried watching it so many times, but it wasn't my kind of show. I did watch when she had the baby. That was in Twilight.
That was the last.
Hey,
Twilight.
Keisha, I'm with you. I couldn't get into that shit.
Listen, it was like a vampire werewolf soap opera.
What was the other vampire joint?
I like that one. That was on HBO.
With the girl.
That was the sexy white girl, blonde girl. Suki. Fuck, come on, y'all, help me out. Suki.
I know you watched that vampire.
On HBO. True Blood.
True Blood.
Yeah.
You watch True Blood?
I never seen
Get
it.
the fuck out of here. You never watched Keisha?
I never watched
You watched True Blood, baby? Come on now. I know you seen True Blood.
I never seen True Blood. I never seen The Walking Dead. I never
Oh,
seen that
man, I'm done with this guy, man.
Man, you by
You never
yourself.
seen Walking Dead?
I never seen it. I never seen it. I just never seen it. I hear people talking about it.
I tried to watch Walking Dead.
I'm
The first episode
I'm too busy.
started off slow, and he shot the little girl with the revolver. I was like, oh, what
The little girl was a fucking zombie.
That shit fucked me up. Like, God damn, you blow
The little girl was trying to eat him. What you gonna do, feed her? You're fucking.
But that don't start off too slow.
Well, Keisha, you seen The Walking Dead or True Blood? Come on, help me out. That's good TV, man.
And I'm not saying it ain't. I just.
Now, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
To be honest with you, man, to be honest with you, it's so much shit out, man. It's hard to watch everything, man.
It is.
It is hard. Especially when you got shit going on. It's hard to watch
It
everything.
is, but Walking Dead and True Blood were one of them shows that they will make you a believer. You'll fall in love with a couple of the characters, and you'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna follow these motherfuckers and see where it goes. To me, Walking Dead is one of the greatest shows on TV. I started out like that too. I said, I ain't watching no
I'm
fucking
mad they continue
show with a bunch of goddamn.
She said she watched one show of True Blood, so she only watched one.
How about
show.
The Walking Dead, Keisha?
Shit, she didn't even mention that, John. So I think
Walking Dead like that, son. I'm telling you, that's that work. What y'all think out there, man? You know what I'm saying? I know we got some Walking Dead fans on this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people walk.
My girl Michonne, she had the dreadlocks at first. She cut them jumps off, samurai swords and shit. Come on, man.
I'm too busy watching like Power and shit, and like I was at Power pretty hard.
Walking Dead came out, I think.
Grandma Margaret Nance said, "I love True Blood." See, that's what I'm talking about, Grandma. True Blood was that work.
Yeah.
That was that work. It was phenomenal. And it was in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Had my girl Sookie.
She said she loved Walking Dead.
That's I told my girl. My man Crispo said True Blood fire all day. Fire. That shit was phenomenal. So real quick, y'all, we got Batman. What
You gotta get back. Gotta get back
to the book. All right, so Batman. What is your favorite Batman movies? And rank them for me real quick. There was how many Batman? Shit, there was a lot of Batman.
It's a total of 7. I mean, I'm not
because Batman, or you gonna jump to the Dark Knight?
Because you never. Yeah, I'm counting.
You gotta count the Dark Knight.
I'm counting the 3 Dark Knights, and then I'm counting the first. Well, I'm not even gonna say the first, but in my lifetime,
and then Batman Return.
Michael Keaton.
In my lifetime, that's the first one, but it's Batman's before then.
Yeah.
Michael, no, we're talking about the ones that we saw.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael Keaton played in 2. Then we had Val Kilmer,
George Clooney, and then Christian Bale.
Christian Bale had 3.
Yeah, and then
Ben Affleck.
Ben
Affleck was Superman versus Batman, and he was.
Which I don't understand why they did
Justice
that. I don't understand. I don't know why they did that, man. I think that shit was dumb.
Hey man, they tried to make up. Bro.
I think they should have gave you they gave you the Superman, which the first Superman was straight. I think they should have.
They mixed up
because it was a new Batman. You got introduced. You can't just put the motherfucker in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where they failed.
We all know DC's been fucking up.
Yeah, you can't introduce.
And I'm not talking about Washington DC, y'all. I'm talking about DC. The
Cowboys be fucking up too.
DC
That DC they be trying to use.
Hey, we don't even talk about them sorry son of bitches on our podcast. I can't stand them motherfuckers. You got me already mad now talking about the Dallas fucking Cowboys. So, favorite Batman movies is 7 of them, correct?
Yeah.
It's a lot of movies to try to cram into your favorites. So, Just give me your top 3 Batman movies in order.
Oh man.
That's not hard.
It's hard.
Like all 3 of them Jones was.
Hey, I'm trying to decide if I like Batman or Batman Returns.
I like Batman Return. That's because came out my year I was born. That was 92.
Hey,
that was Freeze.
That was one of the worst Batman.
No.
That's Batman Return.
Batman Returns is
That's Batman.
No, that's with Penguin.
No, yeah, Penguin is Batman
This
Return.
guy, man. Damn it, guy.
Damn it, guy.
This guy.
God damn it.
He said he liked it because of the year he was born. In 1992, okay, the Batman you're talking about that you remember was the Batman with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's what's Freeze.
Poison Ivy, who was played by...
Hold on, Arnold who? Schwarzenegger.
What?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. They say white people like to say that name so they can say it. I think one comedian said that shit. A comedian said that shit. They like to say Schwarzenegger. I think Dave Chappelle might have said that shit. They like to keep saying the Schwarzenegger.
So the one he's talking about is one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It had Bane in it. It had Mr. Freeze. Poison Ivy was played by Umar.
Hold on, that was it actually wasn't Dave Chappelle. It was my man, the bald head guy, the dude Richard Pryor. I can't think his name, man. I can't even think his name right there.
Going on everybody.
Yeah, he said that shit though.
Not Clooney.
Oh man, what's his name, man?
The comedian that be talking to Black History Power.
Negrodamus. But I forgot it. I can't think his name though.
He's a funny motherfucker, but he real foul too. All right, anyway, my favorite Batman movies were. I didn't like none of them really. I didn't really care for the Dark Knight. I didn't really care for him.
I fuck with the Dark Knight when Bane. When they introduced him back into Batman, I fuck with that joint.
I'm gonna say my top 3 would be Dark Knight. Batman Begins, and the tie between Batman and Batman Returns.
I like the first Batman with
Keaton. I like the Keaton Batman, yeah, because it got corny like Batman.
The Batman with Schwarzenegger was corny.
That joint was corny, and then the other one started getting corny too, but it was a little better. Batman Forever was Batman Forever was kind of getting it was going down the corny line. You can see all right, this shit.
But the one with Val Kilmer wasn't corny.
That was it. I said it started. You can see.
The one with Val had Robin in it, right?
Yeah. Robin was in that jump.
That's what made it corny. My man said that was Batman Forever, I believe. Yeah, that's when it started getting a little corny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Michael Keaton's first 2 was good.
Oh yeah, those was good.
You had Michelle Pfeiffer playing Catwoman. You had Danny DeVito playing the Penguin. And the second one, then of course you had motherfucking. Jack Nicholson in the first one as the Joker. So Michael Keaton's first 2 is in my top 2, and then I'm gonna give the Dark Knight. I throw one of the Dark Knights in my one too.
Yeah.
You know, but I did like the Batman vs Superman. I liked it.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was bad. I just think they fucked up. They should have did it better.
You know, Wonder Woman about to drop the new jump. That jump.
A new one?
Yeah, in the movie. Wonder Woman sexy.
Wonder Woman, that was like they brought it off to introduce us to it. It was.
My man
good,
said,
but it was
which one had Two-Face and the Riddler? That was
the Dark.
That was Forever. Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Yep.
That's a Jim Carrey. Yeah, Two-Face.
That was good.
Well, wait a minute though, because Two-Face was in both of them.
Dark Knight version.
He was in a Dark Knight version, and he was played by my man. He was the White Knight.
Yeah.
Remember in the comic, because it's 2 different universes. You know, a lot of comic book nerds that come in here and school us. You know, Ted, Just Nelson. But yeah, no. Two-Face was played by my man with the craters in his face. What's his name?
Tommy
Lee Jones. And then Jim Carrey played the Riddler. Mm-hmm. That was in Batman Forever, right?
Yeah, it's Batman Forever.
Yeah, Batman Forever.
And then Batman and Robin. And then they introduced in Batman Forever. They introduced Robin, the character.
Who played Robin?
Chris O'Donnell.
I don't know.
So did y'all fuck with the Batman little TV series?
The old jump?
You talking about Gotham?
Gotham.
I started watching it.
I seen the episode, a couple of episodes, but it was alright.
I heard now it's like that.
They introducing everything, but it kind of off to me it's kind of off because they kind of introduced some people kind of too early for Batman to be so young.
Yeah. They changed the timeline up a lot. I mean, because old girl is in it and she does a really good job.
That's the cap.
Fucking Jada Pinkett.
Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
Well, she was in it, right? I seen it when
she
was
back.
She back?
You gotta watch it, bro. She back alive.
She ain't got to say all that. Man. You fucking
You know what I'm talking
You
about.
might go back and watch it.
When I seen it, she was on it the first time, and then she was off it.
I seen about 8-9 episodes. It was good.
I think I'm missing the last season.
You might have to go binge watch that shit. Pretty good.
I don't want to binge watch, yo. That shit. I don't want that crack no more, yo. Fuck that. That binge watching, that shit is fucking crack. Like you up at 4 or 5 in the morning trying to see the next episode.
The last thing I binge watched was
fuck that. I put my shit out once a week, man. Fuck that.
What's the joint we just binge watched? I put you on.
Ozark.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I was trying
fucking Ozark was phenomenal.
Yeah, I was trying to binge watch that shit, but it took me a little while to get that.
I just showed Squirrel they're coming out with a season 4 of On My Block. And your teenage kids will love that.
Yeah, On My Block.
Great family show to watch.
Yeah. They probably seen this shit.
Got people of color. It's about Spanish and black folks.
Yeah.
Blacks and browns, our people.
Hey man, y'all forget, man. I watch wrestling. I got other shit
I
got other shit to watch, man. Love and hip hop. Like
Love and hip hop. I never watched that shit.
I do.
You probably watch that tattoo shit too, don't you?
Black Ink.
Oh man,
I used to watch
Farrah got that nigga watching all that shit.
That's me. Black Ink is me.
I used to watch Black Ink.
Black Ink is me.
Tattoo. That's what I used to watch.
I used to watch Repo. Remember Repo?
I like that shit.
And then that shit got ass. The Michael Jackson dude. I mean, it just got dumb. Yeah. Like they started fucking up after the second season.
Well, that's how I felt about wrestling too, though, because wrestling got dumb as shit, man.
It's always been dumb.
No, it ain't. It was entertaining.
It's still insane.
They started changing the end of
They got some of the weakest niggas wrestling like they like that now. Like stop it.
After
I beat them niggas ass.
Who?
Not Eddie.
70% of the wrestlers in there, I'll whoop them with my back.
You wouldn't whip them in the story, man.
I'll whoop them.
You be sorry as shit, yo. In the story.
Don, I love wrestling, nigga. So yeah, man, we had to shout out Batman. There might be some people out there that said Batman. What the fuck are they talking about Batman for?
Hey man,
because that's what we do.
Talk about everything.
This is our show.
Fuck your opinion.
If you don't like Batman, fuck your opinion. It is what it is. Real quick, we're gonna close this last topic out, man. This is something that's a little touchy. I sent the story over to Don. I have never once been a NASCAR fan. It's just nothing about NASCAR that really appeals to me. You got a bunch of fast-ass cars. I like cars, though. Don't get it twisted. I like to go fast. I like Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby says, if you're not first, you're last. Shake and bake, motherfucker.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. So that's about as NASCAR as I go. Ricky Bobby. My son told me today, my youngest son AJ, he loves Ricky Bobby. He said, Dad, Ricky Bobby wasn't really a nice guy, was he? I said, no, son, he wasn't. He said he never wanted his friend to win and to be first place. I said, yeah, but his friend ended up sleeping with his wife. So, we all go through things in life and make mistakes. So this last story is a story about some bullshit. Because I'm going to just call it how I call it. There's a driver in NASCAR called Bubba Wallace. We talked about Bubba Wallace a couple weeks ago on the show. And we were talking about Bubba Wallace in the sense of Bubba Wallace representing black folks. We have a call somewhere, maybe? Okay, no. I have a call.
That's you?
Yeah, that was... leave that alone.
They're watching you. They just see
I know. Hey, we doing this show, okay? I don't have the damn. She's talking about damn. I'm in the middle of the podcast. Six crazy ass. Anyway, you can call the show if you like, but we're about to close it up. So knowing you'll have like a 30-minute, question and shit. Off topic. Won't be nothing to do with Bubba Wallace ass. So anyway, Bubba Wallace is the only race car driver in NASCAR that is black. Now, yes, Bubba Wallace is of mixed descent, meaning his mom's probably white, dad's black. Well, it might be vice versa. I don't know what the brother parents look like. But he's mixed and he is a brother. So in the past couple of days, Bubba Wallace has been walking around with I Can't Breathe t-shirts on, representing, which he should. He is the only black man in a sport which is predominantly a white man's sport. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When you got a bunch of rednecks watching cars go around in a circle, drinking Budweiser, that is a redneck sport. Now, I'm not saying that NASCAR is not a good sport, or that, you know, people of color, people of different races aren't watching and tuning in, but it's predominantly a white folks sport. Nothing against that. It is what the fuck it is. However, a couple days ago, they found the Noose in Bubba Wallace's, little shop, his little area, his motherfucking car thing where they do this shit on the cars. They do this, they do that. A motherfucking noose was found in the only black man's carport, garage, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
There had to be another driver.
Well, listen. This is the thing. We didn't know too much about Bubba anyway. We knew Bubba Wallace was a man of color who was driving, and he actually drives Tom Petty's old 43 race car. You know what Tom Petty is, Don?
Yep.
Tom Petty.
Richard Petty.
Richard Petty. I said, you know why I said Tom Petty? It's a great book.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah. What is that? A single book?
It's a single.
I'm talking about Tom Petty.
Book, you talking about
baseball.
Hey,
It's a couple times. Well, there's a couple Petty. So, anyway, Petty is about 100 years old. He's a legend. Actually, he's 82. Great man. He's been in the NASCAR sport forever. Bubba Wallace took over his franchise, his sports team. He drives his car now. So, finding a noose in today's time and era where we're at, we're already going through so much bullshit in the news, police brutality, they're killing black and brown people. To find a noose in the only black person who was in NASCAR on the biggest stage that's representing us, in the times when the dude is just now wearing I Can't Breathe shirts, he's raising awareness about what's going on with police brutality, people being killed by the police. So now you find a noose in the brothers in the shit, right?
It's crazy.
So it was all over ESPN how they had the race the other day.
Yeah.
All the drivers, did you see on ESPN? All the drivers rallied with him.
I seen them.
He actually raced. He had a big interview before where, he was crying. It was very emotional. I mean, he was going through a lot of shit. And he didn't win the race. He ran out of gas. He ran a great fucking race. He ran out of gas, came in 14th place. At the end of the race, him, other drivers, helped push his car across the line. Now, NASCAR is doing something really, really big and really courageous where they're trying to back this guy, and they're trying to show that NASCAR is not a racist sport.
Right, they removed the flags and shit last week.
They've been removing the Confederate flags.
They stand up for him.
They're standing up for Bubba. And I really wish that I could be like, you know what? This is awesome. But they should have been did this shit, right? So now what happens today? When we found out that there was a noose in Bubba Wallace's locker room, his garage, they had the FBI investigate it. We're going to get to the bottom of this. This is unacceptable. We can't have this in NASCAR. We don't believe in shit like this. We stand by our drivers. We support blacks. We love black people. We're going to let the FBI investigate it. Well, guess what the FBI found out, guys? The FBI is one of the greatest people, organizations on the planet. They came to the conclusion, and with evidence, is that he is not being targeted as a hate crime. This noose had been in the locker room or the garage before he moved in there. So the FBI said that this was not a hate crime and that it had been in there and nobody put it there for Bubba Wallace.
What the fuck is it doing? I mean,
so it just been there, and Bubba just stumbled upon it after he had been wearing his I Can't Breathe shirts, raising awareness for the black folks and brown folks that are being murdered by the most corrupt gang in America, which is the police. Now the FBI, who we all know, we have to believe them because they never lie. They would never lie to us. The FBI is an amazing, honest group. So now they're saying that no harm, no foul.
Favorite quote from
Bubba Wallace is not being blackballed. I'm not blackballed, but he's not being targeted. Nobody's trying to do any hate crime against Bubba Wallace. How do you feel about that, guy? Do you think the FBI is telling the truth on this one?
No, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think that.
He don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Famous quote from House Party. What he say? I smell bullshit.
Bullshit. I mean, listen, man.
That's bullshit.
I call a spade, and you know, one thing I do want to say is I want to shout out to Bubba Wallace because, and if they got a hashtag for the brother. I stand with Bubba Wallace. I think they say a lot of people from Atlanta came out to support him at the race. Black folks, white folks. So now there's the people following Bubba Wallace. So if you get a chance, check the brother out. I mean, you can tell you're a country boy. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in NASCAR. But they were doing an interview with Bubba Wallace, and he made a good point. He said, look, I want to apologize for not wearing a mask. Bubba Wallace knew there was some foul shit going on there. Even though the FBI said it wasn't, I'm sorry. I call bullshit. Bubba Wallace said, I want people to see my face. I want people to realize that I'm here. I'm not scared. Black folks, we not going nowhere. You know, you let one in, we going to fuck around and
Take over.
you know, you did the NFL and the NBA and Major League Baseball. So just real quick, man, shout out to Bubba Wallace. Even though the FBI said that Noose had been there before Bubba moved in, him and his team moved in, you know, I think that's some bullshit. You know,
I mean, it's just a question of why.
who put it there?
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Why ain't nobody thought
like,
to clean up that shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's shit like that makes you wonder, and that's why I say I don't know because I don't have enough facts.
It's like whoever was renting that garage.
But I'm wondering, like
whoever was renting that garage was like, hey, you know, Petty's new driver's Bubba Wallace. He's a black guy, right? We're gonna go ahead and leave this Noose in here then. Don't you think you should maybe clean that up?
Yeah. Keisha said she tell him to kiss my ass.
That's right, Keisha. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, she said it's bullshit.
It's bullshit. Come on, man. Now the FBI talking about it wasn't a hate crime. Man, look here, man. Y'all better stop fucking with Bubba Wallace, man. We riding with Bubba. You know?
Even when he run out of gas.
Even when he run out of gas, we gonna ride with Bubba. I mean, you know, Bubba got a hell of a name. He's in a white man sport, which is a great sport, man. And NASCAR does a lot of great things for a lot of great people. I'm just saying that, you know, you find a Noose in one of your driver's fucking garage, and now it's not a hate crime. I don't know how I feel about that. That's some bullshit, man. I think that NASCAR had some problems. They still got some race problems. We know that. It's like soccer. Shit, soccer got some serious race problems.
Yeah, but it's like the driver that quit because of that shit.
Yeah, when they decided to get rid of the Confederate flag,
you can't do that shit no more. It's like fuck
the
this
white
shit.
boy said he was quitting. He probably did it. He did that shit. That motherfucker did that. He was talking about him too. What was his name?
What's up, Ken?
Oh, bullshit ass nigga. He did that shit. He put the Noose in Bubba Wallace's garage. Talking about we gotta get rid of all these Confederate flags and shit.
Man, this shit
He was mad. So he said, I'm gonna go put a noose down here on this nigger's garage real quick.
We done solved that shit.
We're gonna solve this shit, and then the FBI gonna come in, backdoor all of us. We already mad now. You got black folks showing up in NASCAR races with I Can't Breathe shirts, Black Lives Matter shirts, I Stand with Bubba shirts, and now guess what the FBI say? Oh, it wasn't this is not what happened. This noose has been there. And people just leave nooses around.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't know why leave no nooses laying around in no motherfucking garage, especially a garage of a black man. Come on, NASCAR. Come on, feds.
Then if it was left around there,
Get the fuck out of here.
Why?
That's garbage, man. You know, I know they try to clean it up. And listen, all the drivers, the pit crews, the NASCAR people, they stood with Bubba. They did. I mean, they backed him, man. It looked a little bit artificial to me. It looked like they was, you know, riding with him and rolling with him, but they should have been riding with this brother, man. This brother been going through race shit and hate crime, all type of foul shit. Now y'all want to roll with him and then bring the feds in. The feds are gonna come in talking about this is not what happened.
I mean,
so I mean, you know, listen, man. I just wanted to raise some awareness on that for those who haven't seen it. And you know, some people out there are like, really? Yeah, the noose in this motherfucking garage? Like, come on, man. If you think that noose had been there and you're rolling with the feds and nobody was trying to, you know, get it on Bubba, that's on you, man. That's your opinion. I think that somebody put that shit in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions, unanswered questions.
I think somebody put it in there. I think it was that white boy that did quit because they got rid of the Confederate flags.
What's the busy zone?
What's talking about? When Thugs Cry.
Thugs Cry.
When Thugs Cry. So yeah, man, you know, we wanted to, you know, pay some homage to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Best MC, best album. Within Bone. Batman came out 6/23/1989 with Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton. We rated the Batman movies.
I still want to.
Damn it, man hasn't seen all the Batman movies, so he's kind of left out of that conversation again. And then, of course, we touched on Bubba Wallace. As always, thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for, you know, our fans, our milestone viewers, those that might have tuned in first night. If so, if you like, if you don't like, it's all good. Go on YouTube, hit like and subscribe, man. We appreciate you. Nothing but love for you. As always, your man, Steph Lover.
Don Gotti Nash.
Damn it, man.
Don't let the light skin fool you.
Don't let the light skin fool you.
Fuck you up.
This is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry, when thugs cry. This is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry, when thugs cry. Nigga, we represent the planet. Get schizophrenic and panic. Maybe the fans would understand. If they get up their ass and mad, how do you manage? Paranoid, don't even trust my boys. Watch for the sides and the floors and boys. Doping like the doping. In the alleys with these yellow guns and the race pop up rocks. Niggas in Cali take bullets to the race to rowdy. Jesus really never died. You're crucified, you're a suicide. Or am I local with vocals? Never supposed to go. Having a movement ride. Deception, whether my brother in the sunny days when they call they get killed when they get to stepping. And the doctor said I need time to myself in the ocean. Gold, scribbling stuff for the ball up for this independent. God, I've never relentless, evil intention. I'm in the nose, I'm even a henchman. Warrior poet, never to mention. And we can get this joke on. 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 When thugs cry, this is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry, when thugs cry. This is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry, when thugs. We keeping the lights on and ruthless and night. Fucking the boss, looking at me sex to take your clothes off. Put my dick in your soul. Never mix business with your sickness. And I'm see me flipping in a picnic with your little divide and conquer. But my sister was ready to bomb her. Get off the Disney and up off my board. Me and my boys, give us a choice. How could you ever tell Sony that I was the only one making noise? Ain't in a breach of trust. Look in the gutter. Ha, never judge yo. Look by the cover, word to the motherfucker. I didn't stutter, but what if I lost it and came in the office and nobody noticed? With liquid explosives on top of Versace clothes. Give up the ghost. Crazy's Picasso. The lazy's like Caesar. Stacks like Little Pesci in Casino and Wish. Don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm Gambino. Been a walking dead. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Bible of survival. 666 rivals. 666 rivals. Remember you said I read, but I wrote with killers. Niggas out of us in the club. You don't feel us. Strapped in the bed. Stop picking up the cans on the realest. This is what it sounded like. 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 Oh no! It'll make your body shake when it's too late. Soon as you flipped off the safety, baby, this be all they don't tell me. you crazy? What they tell me? Hell no. For the reason this weeping weird over the demon so cheap. And at least she peeping so peep. Deep dead in your pockets, don't sleep. Running with my crucifix, Lucifer usually use it to root of these wicked chicks in the school of these ghetto gangs and the food of these bitches miss. Shame, shame, shame. Enemies attacking me. Actually, I'm in the grain, that's Mr. Majesty. These casualties, what they passing me by. But I get that falling when it's so cold in the room. Who's calling? Better come after me. We say fuck yo. All in the battle, we battle in a thug cry. This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounded 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 like. In a thug cry. When the thug cry. When the thug. 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 When the thug.
Yes, that was Busy Bone. His first solo album, which was called what, Don Gotti Nash?
Heaven's Music.
Heaven's Music, Thug Scribe. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.
See you Thursday.
See you Thursday. Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. We out.